All right. So Miss Gayle, who will be sitting in this chair in 1 second, resides in the beautiful city of Belmopan, the capital of Belize. She enjoys reading, counseling, and helping others to make them happy. She says, I am God-fearing, and as such, I have developed a close relationship with my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He has been the center of my life for over 2 decades. I have been a career-oriented individual, and therefore my corporate experience extends beyond 35 years of dedicated service to the country of Belize, inclusive of both public and private sector work. I've obtained numerous certifications over the years, which amounts to more than 50 in the areas of education, management, administration, project management, and counseling. My career path has led me to heed a unique calling, one that I have a great passion for and hold dear to my heart. I'm currently a lecturer at John Paul II Junior College and share my knowledge, skills, and experience at our national university, the University of Belize, and I'm now in my 8th year. I hold a master's degree in business administration with concentration in marketing and management and a Bachelor of Science degree in marketing, inclusive of principles of marketing, global and international marketing, as well as digital marketing. It is my goal to continue to make a difference in the lives of our youth by molding and instilling in them that they must always be the change that they want to see in the world. The words of Mahatma Gandhi, I must be the change I want to see in the world. I continue to guide them towards fulfilling their dreams and aspirations. So please welcome Miss Gayle.
I guess I can kind of take this off. It's so hot. I need to turn the, don't I?
Yes, so you can be speaking and it should hear you.
Okay.
You can check it.
Okay, great. Okay, good afternoon. So it's time for the long-awaited presentation. And today I'm going to speak about the emerging businesses navigating through the pandemic.
No. Which one do you need to be at?
Go back.
Here?
Mm-hmm. So you're going to be pressing it?
You can press it. I'm not sure why I did that.
Okay. Okay, so to begin, our topic outline includes survey 1, which has the observations, the objective, and the result. And survey 2 also has the observations, the objective, and the results. And then we move on to businesses that emerged as a result of the pandemic and goals in finding what matters. So in conjunction with our theme for this year's COBEC Winter Conference, Finding What Matters, we must take a closer look at our current position relating to education and where the new norms and new direction will lead. And so in trying to find out what really matters as it relates to emerging businesses in Belize, so 2 surveys were done. And therefore then the objective in the objective is to find out what led to the creation of numerous small businesses across the country, which also extended to the world market based on the online services being provided. Also, to confirm whether the decision was mainly due to the reduction in salaries, joblessness, both or otherwise. So we issued 50 questionnaires, but the response was 40. So we got 40 responses. We targeted students, the working class, and the unemployed. And the district that we looked at in survey 1 was Cayo district, which included Benque, Viejo, and Belmopan. So then we move on to looking at the survey results. So there are 4 areas that we looked at in terms of bringing our results together in an analysis. The first one was, did you or your parents have to adjust to the new working conditions? And we got 77.8% favorable, saying yes, that they had to. And then did you or your parents create a small business to assist with finance in the home due to the pandemic? And we got 44.4%. But please don't pay attention to the 44.4% saying that it's less than 50%. We'll see as we go along. Do you believe that you need to start up a business to assist with the family expenses caused by the pandemic? And the percentage was 77.8%. And then, how interested are you in a small business startup? And we got 55.6% as willing to start up a small business. Did the pandemic cause you or your parent to result in loss of job or lower wages? You can see from the graph that loss of jobs and lower wages both equate to 33.3%. So just before we go to, sorry about that. Just before we go to survey 2, if we go back to the survey results and we see that we have a 44.4% that started the business during the pandemic, it is much more than what we previously had. So it has increased significantly because a lot of the online businesses that were created, and I've interviewed several of them, 2 of which I have in my presentation. But basically, after interviewing those persons, we realized that a lot of people really felt the burden, because one question also spoke about being highly burdensome during the pandemic in terms of their finances, and another question spoke about being burdensome enough or not at all. And highly burdensome actually came out above 50%. So then we looked at survey 2. Just before going into survey 2, once again, to find out what really led to the creation of numerous small businesses across the country, which also extended, sorry. Yes, we observed that several small businesses emerged during the pandemic. Some were operating from their homes and some at the famous market day and quite a few online. Then we go right into survey 2. So the observation was that business owners were frequently seen moving across the country, either for distribution and collection or supplies. The first impression was that sellers would not be so vigilant where there was no revenue coming in. So the appearance then was that the revenue stream was flowing. So we decided to issue 50 questionnaires, but we got a response from 35 respondents. And so our target market was mainly new small business owners. And we looked at the Belize and the Cayo district, which included Belize City, San Ignacio, and Belmopan. Then the objective in survey 2 was to determine whether creating the small business was a profitable venture and a worthwhile investment, and also to identify the strategies used for their businesses to navigate through the pandemic. And this actually looked at what kept their business alive during the pandemic and surviving during the pandemic. So the survey results revealed that when asked the question, do you consider your business profitable? We got a 100% in terms of the responses. So they said 100% of those who were interviewed or who completed the questionnaire, that's what they responded. And the other question was, what strategies did you use? For your business to survive through the pandemic? And so we have two categories here, one category, and we have the results. So one question looked at reviews, one response was reviews and customer satisfaction. So one response was under reviews and customer satisfaction, which represented 85% of our respondents. And attention to customer needs and wants represent 79% was actually what came from our respondents. And then recognizing customer loyalty, 76%, marketing and advertising was 88.5%. Promotional activities was 54%, and self-confidence was 42%. In terms of promotional activities, when I interviewed one of the businesses that we looked at, they said that during the pandemic, there was there was not sufficient monies for them to be able to offer promotions. And so while they did it on a small scale, they could not go beyond that, which is one of the reasons that it actually resulted in 54%. And that same group also said that they basically, while they have that self-confidence, they believe that they need to work at it more. And they believe that they would have gotten, it would have been higher. Then we have businesses that emerged during the pandemic. We have these two, Marie Rose Belize, that's an online store. And if you can see, they're actually selling makeup and beauty products. And then we have Helping Hands Academy, which is an online tutoring service. And what they're saying right now is that they're securing financing to ensure that they can go bigger, because the number of students that are now coming to them, there is definitely need for expansion. In looking at the goals, in finding what matters, we believed that we must challenge our students to gain marketable skills and economic success. The reason for this is that if they gain marketable skills, they will have economic success as long as they are consistent at it. The value of business studies and the value of business studies and business creation. So here we believe that we need to teach our students, teach them and show them how businesses can prepare, how business can prepare them for their journey through life and how it can broaden the pathway to gain marketable skills and economic success. Then we looked at the innovative approaches, so using innovative methods and strategies. One, to view the lenses of business today. Design products to sell homemade products, become entrepreneurs. There's a market out there for so much. Importance of continuous engagement. We need to engage our youth. We need to engage those who are unemployed. We need to engage our single parents. Remain optimistic with our approach to learning. So in remaining optimistic with our approach to learning, then it simply means that we will not be only making unilateral decisions, but it would be in conjunction with our students, which means that we have to take a more interactive approach. There has to be inclusion, and the list goes on. Envision a brighter future that awaits us. So we can't, our students are already in fear. They're already wondering what is going to happen. They're continuously hearing that school will be open for face-to-face learning, and the next thing you know, they're back at home. And even when they're in school, in their schools, they are not there full time. So it is flexible hours, flexible days. And so they're wondering if it is a myth or a reality that we will eventually go back into the classrooms. And finally, to continue our search toward finding what matters as we lead our students in a new virtual world. Thank you. So now, what we're going to do is, Joseph is going to make a connection. Don't leave. We go to the question and answer segment. Before we go to the question and answer segment, we have a Kahoot game. You can get an opportunity to win a gift. There's only one winner. So based on the presentation, if you have your cell phones or you're near your laptop, you can just click on the link that you are seeing, and you will be able to join the Kahoot game and win yourself a prize. Thank you for joining. If you had gotten feedback from the Kahoot game, can you kindly screenshot and send your screenshot to gozeata@jp2.edu.bz. I'm going to type it here now. Thank you for joining. Have a blessed day.